Did you know that 99% of historical conquests are won by overwhelming brute force? But one of the most critical conquests was decided entirely by translation and diplomacy? Meet Mia. She was born to a noble family, but was sold into slavery far from home. She learned the language of her captors. Then the outsiders arrived, led by Leo. They spoke Spanish, a terrifying language no one understood. Communication was impossible. Leo brought guns, the locals had spears. But the true obstacle was the language barrier. The invaders realized Mia spoke the local Mayan dialect. She was the only link they had to the interior. The process was tedious. Spanish to Mayan to Nahuatl Aztec. Leo spoke to Pedro. Pedro spoke to Mia. Mia spoke to John. Mia proved indispensable. Her status shifted immediately from slave to the most critical asset in the entire expedition. In a time of absolute uncertainty, Mia didn't just translate words, she translated intent. She held the keys to all information. She used her cultural knowledge and linguistic prowess to gather strategic intelligence, warning Leo of traps and ambushes. Leo rewarded her heavily. Her survival and comfort depended on her accuracy and, crucially, her strategic choices. The Aztec Empire was vast but fragile. Mia knew the rival nations harbored deep resentment against the capital, Tenochtitlan. Mia brokered crucial alliances. She convinced powerful enemy nations to join Leo, turning a few hundred soldiers into a huge coalition force. Emperor Mark was unnerved. He saw Leo's foreign army, but he feared Mia's network of unified native enemies more. The true conquest was not always fought with steel. It was fought in the negotiating tent, where Mia dictated the terms. Mark tried to use diplomacy, offering Leo mountains of gold to leave. Mia translated his words, but understood his true hostile intent. A critical moment, Mia intercepted a message detailing a massive counterattack. Her accurate translation meant life or death. Leo trusted her completely. Based entirely on Mia's warning, the coalition launched a devastating preemptive strike. This pivotal choice, acting on a timely translation, cemented Leo's advantage and initiated the final, irreversible fall of the empire. She was a woman making impossible choices, a savior to the oppressed tribes who hated the Aztecs, or a collaborator with the invaders. Regardless of judgment, she used her mind, not a weapon, to fundamentally and irrevocably alter the continent's history. Her true power was not political lineage or physical strength. It was her acquired skill, the ability to bridge worlds that desperately wanted to remain separated. Historians debate her legacy fiercely, but one thing is undeniable. Without her voice, the timeline of the New World changes completely. She didn't lead armies, but she dictated their movements. She achieved a revolution purely through rhetoric, strategy, and perfect translation. Remember, sometimes the greatest power isn't the sword you wield, but the strategic, timely, and powerful words you choose.